White Sox hosting the Guardians, and the Guardians are minus 105 on the money line. The White Sox are minus 115. Over-under is at 8 runs. The Guardians getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 210, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by 1, you win. And the White Sox laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 175, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win by 2. Bibby did not pitch against the White Sox either last year or this year. The Guardians are 6-4 as a team in his last 10 appearances. He's averaging 5 1/3 innings pitched and 6 strikeouts per game in his last 10. If we want to get more specific, the Guardians are 4-1 as a team in his last 5. His ERA is .80 in his last 5 games. He's averaging 5 2/3 innings pitched. He gave up no runs, 2 runs, 1 run, no runs, and 1 run in his last 5 games, striking out 8, 6, 4, 9, and 7 in those games. For the White Sox, Cease pitched twice against the Guardians this year. 6 1/3, 3 runs, 3 earned. They lost that game 3-1. He struck out 3 in that game. 6 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned. They won that game 4-2 in Cleveland. He also struck out 3 in that game. The White Sox have won his last 3 appearances. They are 6-4 in his last 10. He's averaging 5 1/3 innings pitched in his last 10 games and 7.8 strikeouts per game in those games. But when he pitched against the Guardians, he didn't strike out a lot of batters, probably because they have a lot of tape on him and see him rather often. The White Sox are 3-2. Oh, forgive me. I don't know why it says they won his last 3. They did not win his last 3. They are 2-3 in his last 5 games. His ERA is at 2.2. He's averaging 5 2/3 innings pitched. And let's see. He gave up 1 run, 5 runs, 3 runs, and 1 run in those games, striking out 9, 6, 8, 5, and 10. That's how he's done in his last 5 games. Head-to-head, the road team is on a 2-game winning streak. The road team is 7-3. The White Sox are on a 2-game winning streak. These teams are 5-5 against each other in their last 10. The underdog is 6-4 on the money line. The underdog getting a run and a half on the run line is 6-4. The under has hit in their last 4 games. There hasn't been a 1-run game in their last 10 meetings. So whether it's the favorite or the underdog, whoever's winning is winning by multiple runs. The over-under is 5-5, and the over-under at 8. Also 5-5. The last game they played, the White Sox won 6-0. The game before that, they won 4-2. The 2 before that, Cleveland won 3-0 and 3-1. The 2 games before that, the White Sox won 7-2 and 8-3. In their last handful of games overall, Cleveland is 6-4. They're on a 2-game winning streak. They're 2-2 in their last 4, beating the Phillies 8-5, then losing to the Royals 5-3, then winning 5-1 and 8-3 over the Royals. For the White Sox, they are 3-7 in their last 10. They are on a 5-game losing streak, losing 3-2 and 5-4 to the Twins, and then 7-3 and 10-7 to the Cubs. Now, initially, before looking at this matchup, I was going to go hands down taking the White Sox, but seeing how well Bibby has actually been pitching, I imagine that this should be a low-scoring game. So I'm going to take Cleveland with the money line. I'm going to take Cleveland getting the runs, and I'm going to go under in this game. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.